So hi, welcome to Noise Podcast. I'm Shane.
I'm Glory.
Happy Monday, everybody.
Woo!
Yeah, another start to another fabulous week. Nice and chill week for Glory and I. We were just talking about how chill it is.
And thank the Lord.
We obviously have music to talk about. But I ran a show.
Ooh,
this past weekend.
That's a side that we don't hear.
Yeah, that is not normally something I do. Typically, I attend, at most do merch. Nah, we my company we promoted, we booked, promoted, and ran Fox Teeth's album release show. So the bill was Fox Teeth, Idle Wave, Range Life, High Wind, and Loyalty to Me.
Man, it's a 5-band deep.
Yeah, 5-band bill. I bought 6 cases of water from Sam's Club. My Jetta was struggling getting to the venue.
Poor thing.
Yeah. Jetta survived though, so shout out Jetta. It's so reliable.
Shout out.
But it was a good show. I'm glad that I finally got to see Loyalty to Me. They put on a good show. High Wind, as always, puts on a good show. This is their first Jersey show in almost a year.
Oh my God.
Range Life, my favorite Yeehaw men. Love Mike, love Rob, love Freddie, love Matt. They put on a great show. Idle Wave was good. I think that was my first time. No, it wasn't. I saw them at Highwind's album release shows. Like, that was my first time seeing them. No, I saw them last time Highwind played New Jersey, and then Fox Teeth played their new record front to back. Probably the best they've ever sounded. I personally think so. My boss Matt also thinks so. So they put on a great show. It was a good night. And I worked the door.
Awesome.
Hell yeah,
Hell
man.
yeah. How much water did you sell? How many chips did you sell?
Sold no chips. Gave a lot of chips away though.
To like bands or like actual people?
Bands, and then like people that we knew and shit. But nobody that was attending gave a fuck we were selling chips. A couple people bought water. Did not need 6 cases of it though.
How many cases did you bring back?
I had, what was it, 3 full cases of water I brought back to the office, and 2 open
so
cases.
No one drank water. That's a lot of dehydrated people.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, because like we saved 3 cases for the bands, which I thought was too many, but we like threw it in the room that not really a green room, because it was like a musician's workshop, so it's like a lesson place, a spot for lessons. So we just kind of had one of the bigger lesson rooms is where like the bands could like put their shit, and that's where the water was. And I go back there, and there were 5 bands on the bill, and only 1 case of water was used. The other 2 weren't even open. I was like, do y'all not just like not drink water, or did y'all bring water? Like
or are you all just like on the brink of passing out as soon as you step out there? Like, y'all are a health hazard. Like, fuck no.
But I was glad for the chips, because the chips were my dinner, because I didn't eat dinner, and my Cliff Bars were my dessert. All part of a balanced dinner.
Wow. What chips, at least?
They were we had the little bags. There were Lay's in there. There were Ruffles. There were Fritos. That's all I could eat that were in there. I had at least one of each. I can't lie.
Good. That's good. You know, man, it's a long night. You didn't have anything else to eat.
Munching away in between bands, during bands. I didn't give a fuck. I was munching.
Bro, like, beginning of show, end of show.
Yeah. People would come up to the door, and I would have to put the chips down and be like, sorry, what do you need? But
oh my God.
The best part is that it's like an open, it's just like you walk through the door and it's just open. So the table was just like set up to the side of the door, and I could turn and see the band. So it's not like I couldn't see. So I appreciate that. Good. Because that's always my like number one thing about like working merch, or in this case working the doors. Like, I don't want to do it if I can't see what's going on.
Exactly, yeah. Because then you're just hearing stuff, and that's just not as fun. Because
as much as I'm there to like, work, I also want to see what's going on, because that's why I go to shows. I don't go to listen.
Exactly, yeah.
So I was glad.
If you hear like a whoa in the back, you don't want to be like, yo, what happened? What happened?
Like, what the fuck did just happen? I was helping 6 people.
They're like, dude, that was the coolest thing ever. You can't recreate that. You can't do that ever again, or even explain it to anyone who missed it.
I would be like, damn, that fucking sucks. But no shows this upcoming week, at least for me. Although there is a festival, an arena festival. It's like a rock radio station festival, because that's what's going on right now up and down the East Coast, happening in Newark at the Prudential Center.
Is that the one that Falling in Reverse was playing at?
Yeah. Beartooth is on there. I do not want to spend $70.
Like 8 times.
I don't need to hear it. I do not want to spend $70 before fees to see Breaking Benjamin and the Pretty Reckless. Quite frankly, don't care.
That's Cindy Lou. Did you know that? That's Cindy Lou Who?
No.
Yeah. Isn't that Cindy? That's literally Cindy Lou. Have you not watched the new Grinch from like 2004? The live action one with
I don't think so.
Dude, you gotta. It's like the best Christmas movie ever. But that's Cindy Lou Who. She grew up, and to like get away from like the Cindy Lou Who, like, oh, she's so little and cute. She went like hardcore emo, and now she has her own band. It's great. We got to get her on the podcast. Sorry to cut you off. I thought you would have understood that reference, but
no, I know.
You haven't watched it.
I know Cindy Lou Who, but I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, Cindy Lou Who?
It's so cool. I love it so much. She's awesome, man.
So, quite frankly, don't want to pay $70 before fees to see those bands in Beartooth for 30 minutes. There are people on StubHub selling tickets for below face value, but it's not below face value enough for me. So if anybody...
When is it?
Friday. If anybody is selling really below face value tickets because they've also decided they don't want to see Breaking Benjamin and the Pretty Reckless, hit me up, because I will buy it off you to see Breaking Benjamin and the Pretty Reckless.
And Cindy Lou Who. But if anyone wants to give Shane a free ticket,
pretty much.
That looks like that's the only price he's looking at right now.
Well,
what's like the max that you would pay for that? What price are you waiting for?
I looked and like the lowest price was like $44 before fees on StubHub, and I was like, I have seen Beartooth like 6 times.
Let's make it 7
in like the past year, so I think I'll live. But yeah, so that's my plead on this week's episode. Next week, tune in to see what shows I'm begging for tickets to. The week after that is crazy though. I'm seeing Spiritbox that Tuesday in Philly, and then that weekend is Bamboozle Fest weekend, which should be interesting because now they are giving away complimentary Friday tickets, which really gets my hopes up about how this entire thing is going to go. There's also still no parking info. So John D, if you're listening, I do want to park my car at Bader Field, as I will be driving in all 3 days. So if we could get that parking info situated, that would be great.
Are you sure they aren't doing shuttles? Because that's what Something in the Water is doing.
I honestly have no idea. I've never been to Bader Field. I don't care if I got to shuttle my ass over there, walk my ass over there, as long as I had somewhere to put my car.
As long as he has a field.
Yeah, because I am not staying down there. I will be driving in all 3 days. So,
how far? What's that drive?
Like an hour.
That's not bad.
It's not ideal.
It's not awesome.
But it's cheaper than getting a hotel for 3 nights. By a lot.
I guess. I mean, yeah.
If I'm just driving there and back up and down the parkway, I only have to fill my car up once. So that's $50 in gas versus, and then the parking. Let's just say the parking is $100 for 3 days. That's like 1 night in Atlantic City in like a really shitty motel.
Yeah. You got a point. There you go.
And all the nice spots are 21 plus because they're all casinos. So.
Oh. No, like Airbnb. Well, it's a little too late for an Airbnb.
A little too late for Airbnb. And
a little too late.
Yeah. So, yeah. I can't wait to report back on how that weekend goes. Everybody's been at like after the Fox T show, someone was talking to me about it, and then someone was asking me about it today because like everyone's like, "Oh my god, Bamboozle is next week. Can't wait to see how that goes." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll let you know how it goes." They're like, "You have fucking tickets?" I'm like, "Unfortunately."
Can't believe it's unfortunately. They're like a lot of good people on there.
There's some decent people, but I'm just getting pissed off because like he did the break contest, which was like, and then it got down to the finals where it's 20 bands that were like competing for a spot on Bamboozle, and then all 20 bands got added to Bamboozle. Like there was a winner that like won the money prize, but he added all 20 bands to Bamboozle, which makes me nervous because now there are 20 local bands on this festival I paid $360 for. Granted, can't wait to see a couple of them because I've never gotten to go out to one of their shows. But at the same time, I paid a lot of money to go to this fucking thing, and I wanted more Limp Bizkits, not VFW hall bands. Like,
yeah, now it's like, you think set times were cut shorter to include the 20 plus bands?
No, because they'll just like throw them on like a separate stage, and like that'll just be the local stage or whatever. You know,
I would have been pissed if they put them on like the main stage or something. I mean, great, big opportunity for you, but if it's like I have to watch a local band and then like Tyler the Creator's set gets cut by like 20 minutes to include them.
Well,
congratulations to you, but I would be pissed.
This is all assuming that they've made enough money to afford more than one stage. No! But like I'm stoked to see some of the bands because like as I said, I just haven't been able to get out and see them. So like I'll be there, I'll go catch their set. But at the same time, I paid a lot of money, and it's like bands keep dropping off, and instead of replacing them with other bands, they replace them with DJs and local bands.
Wait. What bands dropped off? I didn't hear about this.
Well, most recent, it was the Alex Sampson and Boys Like Girls both dropped off. And
Boys Like Girls dropped off?
Boys Like Girls have been on there since the day one announcement, too.
I fucking love Boys Like Girls. Oh, you want to be able to hear the throw it away, forget. You want me? Oh, my, I'm mourning for you. I'd be devastated. Oh. And they replaced them with a local band, basically?
Yeah, because they had like the national acts have been dropping off, and instead of replacing them with more national acts, they've been announcing DJs, announced that all the break bands would be playing, and it's like
they pulled at the Weeknd.
Oof. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
they should have replaced him with more puppets. I think people would have really.
Well, yeah, don't forget about the puppets. They've been teasing the wrestling that's going to be going on all 3 days.
Fucking forgot that there was wrestling.
And they just keep posting the same picture of like a local taco place. Like keeps posting the same picture of their food truck. I'm convinced they're going to be the only food at the festival.
They're like, don't forget to catch our local food. It's just a one truck. That's actually
like, I'm convinced there's not even going to be concession stands. It's just going to be this one. It's going to be one taco truck.
One taco truck. They're going to be supplying all the food, the water. It's all that.
So, yeah, if I get like fire fested,
it looks like you will. There's still time to dodge it.
Dude, I'm $360 deep. I'm going.
And they're giving away free tickets, so it's not even like you could like resell them.
No, you couldn't sell this shit at a loss, bro. Ain't nobody want to go to this fucking thing. But yeah, but at least like the only thing that I'm still happy about is all the bands that I really want to see and even remotely see on a national level haven't dropped off yet. Knocking super hard on wood over here because I'm going to say that.
Because that's what Limp Bizkit.
Motionless in White.
Is the Devil Wears Prada on there?
No. Limp Bizkit, Motionless in White, Bad Omens,
yes.
Papa Roach, Attila.
Jonas Brothers.
Of course, the Jonas Brothers. I love
Is
Jax.
Ice Spice on there?
No, Ice Spice dropped off.
She dropped.
Yeah, the comedy just keeps writing itself, bro.
You're kidding me.
No, why would I lie?
Dude, I would drop this festival so fast. You're telling Boys Like Girls and Ice Spice dropped off?
Yeah, and Black Bear.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but you're not fucking going. I'm fucking going.
My fucking festival.
Oh, so yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I'm hearing some people being like, "Oh, it's not even gonna happen," and other people that are gonna be like, "This is gonna be the best fucking thing ever." And I'm just over here like,
the books.
yeah, I'm just over here like, honestly, if you cancel it tomorrow, I'd be happy because I'd be getting my money back.
Yep.
And my weekend
this
back.
is one where, yeah, exactly, yeah. Wow.
But yeah, so tune in 2 Mondays from now, where we probably won't even talk about music. We'll just dive into that entire fucking weekend.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's gonna be so fun for me to hear you talk about this. I don't know about you, man, because all of that plus you're on the beach.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, this one thankfully isn't on the beach. This one.
Oh my god, I keep getting it mixed up with the other one.
Yeah. The Jason Fest is the one on the beach. And also the way better lineup. Mm-hmm. But
Bamboozle just slid its way in there because my mind, every time I picture the Bamboozle lineup, it's the Adjacent Fest lineup. Yeah, no. So I'm like, oh no, it's a good festival. Oh. 2 completely different things.
Yeah, it's not even close.
They were like announced like roughly at the same time, no?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
We all knew Bamboozle was happening, but the Bamboozle lineup was announced later. But yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be a good weekend. As long as Biscuit shows up, honestly, I got my money's worth because I bought the tickets with really only caring about them to begin with. So as long
but now you have Bad Omens.
Yeah, but as long as Biscuit shows up and performs, I got my money's worth because when I bought the tickets, that's the only band on the lineup I cared about. So
yeah, you're gonna hear him talk like this on stage. It's so funny, bro. He is so funny.
But you're going to
I'm going to Something in the Water this weekend. It is a long festival that it is on the beach. There's still some people that have not been announced yet. Set times have not been announced yet. A little worried about that, but my mom's like, it'll be announced Wednesday. It's fine. I'm like, better be. I'm very excited. I'm excited to see Lil Uzi, Flo Milli. I really like those two a lot. I will be Barricade. Keep that in the front of your mind. I will be Barricade. And also manifest right for me. Right there. Yeah. Thank you. I might have to fight off a couple people. Might have to break a couple hearts and bones, but I will be Barricade for Lil Uzi. I will be getting that. I don't care what stands in front of me. That will happen. And then Tyler's not on there, but ASAP just got added. And fucking Jonas Brothers.
Yeah, fucking awesome, dude.
Don't know how I feel about that, but at least I'm a sucker for you. I'll be, dude, Barricade. At least I'll be able to see like Joe Jonas in the flesh. So I do really have to, I have to be thankful for some things, you know. He's married though.
You're getting to see the Jonas Brothers. I get a puppet and a mind reader. So like honestly, who's really winning?
I was gonna say, you know, man. Let's switch places. I'll pay for your ticket.
Yeah,
I'll pay for your plane ticket, man.
You can just have it, actually.
You don't have to go, man. Oh my god. Anyway, that's all I have to say. I haven't gone yet. Mine, people aren't dropping off of mine daily, so I don't have anything to like talk about for mine. It's just I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm trying to remain in high spirits, but I go on Instagram this morning. I see they're giving away tickets on Friday now, and I'm like, yeah, that totally crushed me.
that's like actually like that's awful.
That's bad.
Yeah.
But we do have some music to talk about that came out this past week. Enter Shikari dropped their new album, A Kiss for the Whole World.
Yep.
Yo, this fucking record smacks.
Mwah mwah is what they said. For everyone. This record was awesome.
What the fuck?
I don't fucking know, dude. I don't fucking know. I thought this record was really good. I liked it a lot. And I don't know, genuinely, I vibed with it a lot. Vocals on point. Everything on point. For whatever reason, I keep thinking Enter Shikari is like a super, super heavy band. I don't know why. So it always surprises me when I listen to them. I'm like, oh my god, this is actually really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really like this record.
Yeah, I also very much enjoyed it. I dug a majority of the singles, so I expected the record to slap. I was indeed correct in my prediction. Hell yeah, not, as Gloria said, not super heavy, but you know, it's got the heavy moments, got some synthy moments, which I always enjoy. All in all, doesn't slow down, and it's a total banger. Would love to chat with you guys. If anybody is listening, bang our lines. Let's chat about the record.
And what also, another thing that I really did like about the record was after Bloodshot, there was Bloodshot, basically part 2, version 2, where it's like they just did a different version of the instrumental. I loved that so much. It was like, it wasn't like orchestral or anything, but just to reference that, where people do just different genre, where they genre bend it to kind of, hey, we liked this song, but this was also an idea for the song. We still wanted to include it. I thought it was really cool, and it didn't really take away anything from the album. It didn't really fuck up the flow at all. So that's really difficult to do, especially putting it not even at the end. They put it like the middle half. So I thought that was really cool. I did like that.
For sure.
RedHook dropped a new album, Postcard from a Living Hell. Can't say it. This album is really good.
So I'm going to say it anyway. We may or may not have spoken to the band. So about the record, obviously. So
not just like about their day or anything.
Honestly, would have been a great time. But I found out about this band because they did the song with Michaela from Yours Truly, and obviously wound up on my timeline because I follow Yours Truly on everything. And I was like, damn, this shit kind of smacks. And then obviously we allegedly had them on the podcast and heard the record and totally blown away. You know, because obviously I had heard the song with Michaela beforehand. I was like, oh, you know, it's like a pop rock kind of thing, you know. I enjoy this. I like this sound.
A little punk, yeah.
And then the first song in the record kicks in, and I was like, this is nothing like the song I heard, and that song is on this fucking record. What the hell is going on? I've honestly been jamming the hell out of this album all weekend. Very much been enjoying it. As I said, Michaela's on there. Josh from The Fame is on there. Love that band as well. And overall, it's a great mix of you know, the heavy metal side. There's the pop rock. There's some pop punk, and it's a great amalgamation of all those genres. And it's a fantastic record. I can't recommend it enough.
Yeah, they really do almost every genre in the alt circle, basically. The only thing that I think they missed was deathcore, which I think I'm okay with. I'm not the biggest fan.
Badass.
That would have been awesome. It would have been cool for like a part of a song. But yeah, first track completely punches you in the face. I told them in the interview, an alleged interview, I love the vocals on this album. They are so cool, and it's just, I don't hear this type of vocal often, where it's just kind of like a screaming, almost kind of like out of control screaming. Like the pitch, the tone of it, and I love it so much, and that immediately made me click and like the record, and it's really good. I like it a lot.
So true. Picturesque dropped their new EP. If you know, you know. This shit bangs. Also another EP or record that's kind of a little bit all over the place in terms of the genres that it hits. You know, had the pop punkier kind of stuff, and then some of the heavier kind of post-hardcore stuff,
and some slow stuff too,
and some slow stuff as well. I really enjoyed the last track, Dance with the Devil. I was
gonna point that one out too.
Yeah, because it had that heavier element, but I felt like it kind of perfectly blended the all of the things that were going on. And closed out the EP really well, which in my opinion isn't something that we see enough with EPs. Kind of just usually feels like a collection of songs, and not so much as like we save the cohesiveness for actual albums. So I can always appreciate when an EP kind of has a
that
closing and
effort,
a bow slapped on it, you know, whether or not there's actual intention to that. So I thought that was really cool, and I enjoyed this EP.
Absolutely. I really liked this EP a lot. You took my favorite song off the EP. You took all the points from me, man. So all I'm really left with to say is I liked the record. I liked it. So thanks for that.
Yeah, you're welcome, bro.
Foo Fighters dropped a new single, Rescued. This song was good. I'm not the biggest Foo Fighters fan, but I thought it was good, and I did enjoy it.
Yeah, I enjoyed this as well. Was cool to listen to a Foo Fighters song on this podcast that wasn't totally out of left field. What the fuck is going on?
Who did this?
Yeah,
why would you do this?
The last time we spoke about them with those singles and that last record was a lot of awesome. What the hell is going on?
Why did you do this?
Yeah, I kind of like this, but I'm not sure if I actually do or not. This is just very much what I expect from the Foo Fighters in terms of a standard rock song.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it. Coyote Theory dropped their new single, When Was the Last Time? Yo, this shit was kind of groovy.
This shit was so funky. I was had me grooving.
Yeah,
it was
man.
Crazy. It was actually like I didn't expect this at all. I love this song. I was listening to this in the Dollar Tree, and I was like, damn, okay, guys. I did not see this coming at all.
The fucking Dollar Tree.
Yeah, man. Dude, I was that person this time. I had it up to my ear, and I was just like, damn, okay. I don't have earbuds. Actually, I do. They're not charged, so that's why I was just... But yeah, so the whole Dollar Tree heard it, and no one was mad at me, so...
Hell yeah.
I think it's Dollar Tree approved.
Yeah, it's a certified banger over at the Dollar Tree. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, as it should be.
But the song is a banger, as Willie said. Very, very groovy, very funky.
Yeah, absolutely. It was really good. Against the Current dropped a new single, Good Guy, with parentheses. This song bangs so hard. Another Dollar Tree certified gold. That sounds like an insult. It's not. I just listened to it in the Dollar Tree. I really... Fuck! I'm gonna stop bringing the Dollar Tree into this stuff. I really liked this song a lot. I thought it was amazing. Yeah, that's all I really have to say. It was a good tempo, I guess, to put it. I don't know. It didn't slow down for me. I just thought it flowed really well. Thought it was great.
Yeah, this song fucking bangs. They've also had like a killer release weekend with this. 100,000 streams in 24 hours.
God damn.
Which is nothing to scoff at, considering they're independent now. They since that last single, they haven't been on Fueled by Ramen. So they're doing it by themselves now.
That's a jump.
And fucking 100,000 streams in 24 hours. That's not bad. It's nothing to scoff at, you know?
Yeah, because that's without Fueled by Ramen advertising budget.
Yeah,
so that's great to hear.
So the song bangs. Grandson dropped a new single, Something to Hide. Fucking dropping straight bangers, dude.
Hell yeah. This song, the tone of it, obviously it fits the material that's in it. But I miss this sound of just eerie, like something's wrong here sound of music, where I think what is it, Royal and the Serpent also does this type of sound, and it always hits. And Grandson nailed it perfectly. This is beautiful. Not nailed it like this is something new, but it's just for this song, perfect. I wouldn't change a single thing.
Absolutely. Yeah, the song bangs. Album comes out next week, bro. Fucking stoked, man. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Future Palace dropped a new single, Malphas.
This fucking song rocks. We spoke to the band about the album that they put out last year, and that album fucking blew me away. And this song is no exception. Honestly, been all over the Good Noise podcast Twitter timeline. A lot of people talking about this fucking song and this band. I'm glad to finally see people talking about the band, because I felt like, although that record definitely got some recognition, like outside of, because they've been doing a lot of touring like in the UK and the EU and shit like that, so definitely got its recognition over there, but not nearly as much as I thought it should here in the US. So I'm glad to see a lot of the US people and publications that we follow talking about this song, because they deserve it.
Absolutely. Yeah, just vocals are crazy. I don't know, just something about their vocals are insane. I loved this song. I don't really have anything else to say. It's just, we love Future Palace.
Yeah, and blow them up so they get the fuck over here,
please.
Hell yeah. The Acacia Strain and Jacob Lilly dropped their new single Chain. This song fucking in and out in like a minute 30. Shit was crazy. And so on our playlist,
a minute 12.
Goddamn, even shorter. So on our playlist, it was this song and then the Future Palace song. And I listened to this first in the morning, like without having the like the tracks up, so I couldn't see like what was coming through, just kind of like knew based off of, you know, this is the next song kind of thing. And I felt like they kind of flowed into each other pretty well, like because there's like the Acacia Strain song kind of flows out or like fades out, and then the Future Palace song kind of starts with like a gradual fade in, not like super long, but like has that very quick fade in.
It doesn't just start.
Although it's two totally different genres, it would have been totally badass if like the like not even as like the single, like the song as in a whole, but like as a 1-2 punch on a record. That's all I'm saying, bro. But
so you're saying they should do like a split?
I'm not even saying a split. I'm just saying that a fucking ass kicker as an opener would be pretty sick.
Yeah, I didn't hear that, but that's awesome. This song is actually insane. It kind of just slaps you as soon as it starts, and then it just leaves. It's crazy. Guitars are really cool. Yeah. I like their little. I like it. It's
absolutely good. Me too.
Better Lovers dropped new single 30 Under 13.
Yeah, this is the band we were talking about last week. That is most of Every Time I Die, Will Putney from Fit for an Autopsy, and the vocalist of the Dillinger Escape Plan. They're the newest super group on the block, and they dropped the fucking ripper. This song's crazy, dude.
Absolutely. It's crazy to see that all those different members from all those different bands can still come together and make a new sound. Because listening to this, I can't be like, oh, this sounds like this band. This sounds like this band. And they made their own little hybrid. It makes me happy. Good job, guys. It was good. On top of that, it's not like they made just hot garbage that I've never heard before. You know, it was good. So, good job, guys.
The song was great. I enjoyed it. The Amity Affliction and Femme dropped their new single Not Without My Ghost. When I saw that Femme was going to be on the new Amity Affliction album, I was like, huh, that's interesting, because all the other features they pulled make sense. They're all in the genre. Femme is not.
No,
not in the slightest. And I was like,
that was on a tour with Water Parks.
Yeah, they're gonna put Femme on a fucking metalcore banger, aren't they? But this is the closing track on the record, and honestly, I think Femme fits very well on the track. It makes sense now that I've heard it. I think the song is great. I think it's a great closer for the record. And I'm very, very excited for the full album to know if I'm actually correct on whether or not it's a good closer. But on paper, after listening to it, I was like, damn, that was satisfying.
Yeah, that's fair. It's just such a beautiful song. Just like sound wise, they nailed it. They nailed the wind down track for, I didn't know that this was the end, the closer, the closer of the album. But it makes sense after hearing that, because I mean, where would you put this?
Exactly.
if not the end.
Yeah.
It's also very rare. I wasn't gonna say strange, but it's not strange. It's just rare to see a band put out the closer as a single, because usually all bands we talk to are like, yeah, we were thinking about putting this as a single, but then we were like, we want to have, the end as a surprise or whatever. But I like this. I like this a lot, and I'm glad that they put this out as a song, because I think this was as a single, because I think this was definitely the track that everyone was like, okay, what the hell are you guys doing? And they were like, well, here you go. Here it is in advance. Crazy good. I really liked it. Spiritbox put out a new single, The Void. Spiritbox, you did it again. Dude. This song is fucking brilliant. I loved it. Well done.
Yeah, this fucking song rips.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very stoked on it. I'm stoked to hear it live in like a week, which is fucking awesome. And stoked for more Spiritbox, hopefully throughout the rest of the year.
I'm pissed over here.
I'll send you videos, Glory.
Thank you.
Beartooth dropped a new single, Sunshine. I'm here for happy Beartooth, dude. Fucking upbeat Beartooth, especially after the very lyrically depressing last record that was put out. Which I love that album, but I've been loving this new stuff because it's still just as aggressive as that last record was instrumentally, but Caleb is very clearly in a better place writing this new stuff and this new record, which makes me happy because I love that guy.
I love to hear that. It's great that you listen to it lyrically and were able to pick that out, because it takes a couple listens for me to actually, listen to the lyrics. Instrumental wise, this song is crazy. They do at least like 4 different genre changes, genre shifts, bends, hybrids, prog, basically, in this one 3-minute song. The hell?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so they're pulling out the acoustic guitar for a second, and then they go back to screaming, and then they go to like rock, and then I was blown away. And it flowed well. It was awesome. It kept me in tune to the song. I really liked it a lot. And I've never heard this type of sound from Beartooth personally. Might have done it before. This one is sticking out to me, and I really liked it.
Oh
it's
yeah.
Good.
Oh yeah.
The Used dropped a new single, Numb. Am I allowed to say that I wasn't like the biggest fan of this?
Bro, it's hard to follow up People Are Vomit.
Yeah. And also I think it's just the album art
kind of giving you the ick.
Me, I keep seeing it just all over. And I'm like,
yeah, I'm learning not to hate it as much, but I'm still not a huge fan of it. Also found out that the two singles that were put out that you would have thought were the first 2 singles off the record aren't on the record, and this is the lead single for the record. That like confuses the hell out of me, because they like announced the record right after People Are Vomit.
Yeah.
The whole thing is confusing the fuck out of me, but that's what's going on. So this is the lead single off the record. Record comes out in like three weeks or so. I thought the song was okay. It was all right. But as I said to kind of begin it, hard to follow up on People Are Vomit. But I'm still stoked for the record because I enjoyed the 2 standalone singles. I liked this song. So I'm excited to see what comes from them on this record.
Yeah, absolutely. I think what might have happened, you think that maybe they were still like rearranging the tracks and trying to figure out like what they wanted to be on the album. They're like, we got to start the album cycle now, but we still don't have a solid track list. And then the 2 songs that they put out were singles, were actually like extra from the album and just made bonus tracks. Or you think that's too messy? They're old enough to know what they're doing.
I'm honestly so confused about it. I've put zero thought into it. That was just right now. I'm like, why would they do that? Because people in the comments are like, no, it's deluxe tracks. You don't get it. It's just deluxe. I'm like, then what's the point? I didn't even notice until someone commented on Big Picture Media's, who is the fucking publicist of the Used, the publicist company for the Used, was like, no, it's actually the 3rd single off the album.
Shut the fuck
And their publicist from her personal comments back and goes, no, it's the lead single, and then drops the track list.
That's crazy.
So that's how I found out, because I just like, I saw the press release. I was like, oh yeah, another Used song. I have their notifications on. I knew it was coming.
Of course.
And then I was like, oh, what do you mean it's the lead single? This is so confusing to me.
It's so scrambled.
Yeah.
It's gonna be confusing for new fans.
Yeah,
it's a mess.
It's confusing the shit out of me. But the album comes out in 3 weeks, which is very exciting.
So we still have like 10 more tracks that we haven't even heard.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
The Devil Wears Prada put out their new single, Ignorance, another banger from The Devils Wear Prada.
The deluxe version of Color Decay.
They've got the deluxe coming out, in a couple of weeks. Very stoked on that. The deluxe tracks have been bangers. And I can't wait to hear the rest of the deluxe tracks.
We spoke to The Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah, we did.
About this album, not the deluxe,
no,
but the original. You could go check it out.
Yeah.
I
didn't know if I thought you were just like, okay.
Keep,
no,
I thought you were gonna be like, because they're literally like your favorite band. I thought
but like
you were
we
gonna,
spoke
say
to
that.
them. We spoke to them about the record, and then we talked about the record. And we were like, we spoke to them, and I was like, we didn't speak to them about the deluxe tracks. So I was just like, the deluxe track was great, and you were like, yeah, but we spoke to them. I was like, no, we didn't speak to them about this,
about the deluxe.
And I know I just plugged the Future Palace interview 5 minutes ago.
About we didn't even we're not even close to talking to them about it. At least it shares the same name, man. Come on, dude. But yeah, we did talk to them. So you should watch that if you want to. It was cool. But this song was great. I'm very excited to see what the rest of the deluxe holds for us. And it's cool that they're also putting out new music videos for these deluxe tracks. Usually the deluxe tracks don't get any love. It's just kind of like, there you go, take it. Enjoy. We're not doing anything else, and we're gonna actually forget about these and never play them live. But they're actually, that shows that they liked them enough.
Yeah.
And it's cool. It's cool to see. Sundressed and Have Mercy dropped a new single. Fuck It Up. I don't know how if that's how they wanted me to say it, but that's how I said it.
We'll go back and we'll ask them. This song fucking rips. Very much enjoyed it, and stoked for hopefully maybe more Sundress this year.
Yeah, it's been a while, right? Like 2021? Their last album, right?
2020, I think.
2020? That was the one where it's kind of like a door that we're looking in, right? Yeah. Home Remedy. Oh, shit.
Yeah, 2020.
No, they dropped a single.
Yeah, and then they dropped the single. Yeah.
3 singles.
So stoked for new Sundressed.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully this year.
Yeah, I gotta listen to these, dude. Oh my god. This is crazy. But yeah, I'm happy that they are back. I'm happy their singles aren't stacking up, so I'm not gonna assume it's a rollout, especially because one of them was dropped in 2022. That seems like a very long rollout. So I'm hoping, manifesting, that this is maybe a new album. If not, if they're just doing singles that are spaced out, that's cool too. As long as you guys are putting out stuff, because I like your stuff.
So true.
Yeah.
And for our last topic, The Weeknd and Future put out a new single, Double Fantasy. It is for the new HBO show, The Idol.
His show.
It's his show. Very exciting stuff. I know it's like his show and all. But when I saw that this song was coming out, first of all, I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I was just like, oh, God, he's dropping shit already. He just put this fucking album out, and he's not even done touring it yet. And then
he's still touring? Oh, he's in the UK.
Yeah. Because, he's doing, like, 1 tour every summer, so he's going to be touring this fucking record for the next 7 years.
My God, dude. He needs to sleep.
But then I saw, like, it was for the show, and I was like, this could either be really good, or this could go, like, every other TV or movie tie-in song ever. But I know, and again, I know it's his show, but I still appreciate that it held kind of the Weeknd standard and sounded like it almost could have came off of the stuff he's been putting out recently. It makes sense sonically and everything. And I thought that the Future feature was actually pretty good and actually made sense. Because on Dawn FM when we talked about it, it was a lot of, well, none of these features were any good.
Yeah, wait, let me look at that lineup. Oh yeah, the Tyler one.
Like it was all kind of like we could have done without all these, but like and obviously I think
sign this
and obviously I think that the Weeknd songs can all stand on their own and really don't need features. But I think that
I agree.
The Future feature on this song was good.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's crazy that you say that because I actually hated his feature. I did not like it. I thought The Weeknd was great. I love his voice. I love his synths. I love how he builds his songs. Great. He is a talent. He is the voice, not the voice of a generation. But Future, I don't know. I don't listen to him a lot. I don't listen like I listen to him if my brothers put him on, but that's like the extent of it. So I don't really know his tone or his flow or anything when he's, doing when he's making songs. But I don't know, it just felt like it was lazy. Not lazy, but it's just I didn't like his tone in it.
Mm-hmm.
It just sounded like he was kind of talking.
Yeah.
It didn't really have any like momentum. It didn't really build up or anything. It didn't go anywhere. It just looked like they were like, "All right, sit down, do it. One take, you're done. And then you can go home." He was like, "Okay." Cool. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like he could have put more energy into it. That's what it is, low energy.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I really liked the Weeknd's part.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Hell yeah. So as I said, that's all the topics we have today. So you can follow us on Twitter. It's good_noise_cast. Instagram is Good Noise Podcast. Facebook is Good Noise Pod. YouTube is Good Noise Podcast. Every audio streaming service ever is Good Noise Podcast. Bandcamp is goodnoiserecords.bandcamp.com. And Patreon is patreon.com/Good Noise Podcast. Glory's got your Patreon supporters, your Twitch subs, and your important plugs. And then we're going to sign off.
Thank you to our Patreon supporters, my brother, my uncle, Matt from Pulses, Jeremy, Brady, Zari, and Eric. And thank you to our Twitch subs, Coaster Lover, Buzz Lightskin, Matt, again from Pulses. Thank you, Matt. Sam, and Zari. Thank you again, Zari.
Thanks, everybody. Woo!
Woo! Thank you. Woo! Yeah. Important plugs. Black Lives Matter. Stop Asian hate. Trans rights are human rights. Don't be an asshole. Support your local band. Be a good person.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that is all we have for you today. I've been Shane.
I've been Glory.
And we have been the Good Noise Podcast. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.